So, hello everybody. So this is the recording of a Zoom session. Okay, so I'll start talking to people if you're watching on the video on YouTube. And if I'm talking to people, I apologise. So welcome, thank you, and let's just get started. This is a little session that I thought up for the new moon in Scorpio. And that's pretty challenging because the moon in Scorpio is in fall, which is like a massive disappointment. It's like you've been led right up the garden path. You've been taken into the eat all you can buffet. You can smell it, you can see it, you can touch it, but at the very last minute, it's just pulled away from you and you're absolutely starving. Okay, and that's kind of like fall. It's the opposite. Fall is the opposite of exaltation. So it's like you've been way, way, way up there, and then it's just all crashed away. And Scorpio can feel like it wants revenge. Okay, so if we've got time at the end, might do a little visualization. It's an exclusive visualization. It just comes from my inner wisdom, my heart, whatever. It just came to me when I was in a kind of state of meditation. So you won't get it in any books or anything like that. It's pretty exclusive stuff. Harry, what do you want? Harry's getting a bit suki. Stop it. Let's just begin then. Let's come down onto our backs. I'm just going to work a lot on the back body today. So let's start off just a nice little massage. So we're just kind of lying down on the sacrum, pushing down into the sacrum and just moving around, just random movements. Let me turn to the side. Random movements, round and round, side to side. Any bits of the low back, the sacrum that feel like they need a bit extra attention, just kind of get in there, roll around. Just giving the back a nice massage. Nice and gentle, nice and slow, just using this time also to connect with the natural breath. Just getting grounded, feeling that connection, that sense of protection, connection from the earth. And then just come to rest, one hand on each knee. So we're going to do a really nice relaxing Apanasana. We're going to do alternate knees. So we're going to inhale in position. We're going to exhale and pull the left knee in towards the chest. Inhale to let the left knee out. Exhale, right knee into the chest. Inhale, just push it back out. Both knees, exhale in. Alright, so please just keep that pace of the natural breath. So slow down the movement to match the breath. Don't try and kind of force your breath quicker. We'll do a few more rounds. Just do in your own time with your own natural breath. Last time I was in here, I had the thought, what I need to do is just practice yoga in here for 10 minutes and then we settle down, the dogs, and I forgot. I'm going to write a note on the door so that it's going to come in. And then we're just going to do both knees. So as you breathe out, the knees come in, both knees. Breathe in, release, come out. And then see if you can stretch your back out, take your hands down to the shins if you can, and as you push down, feel the back really flat and then really connect, really grounding down, keeping the shoulders down, just stretching the whole back. And release. Take the feet down, we're going to come into a bridge, so just pull the feet in close to your body and have the feet about about sit bone width, hip width, maybe wider. The wider your feet are apart, the easier it is. So if you need to, if you feel your knees coming out to the sides, just take the feet to the sides. So we're going to inhale in position and we're going to exhale, push down into the sacrum, push down into the back of the waist, the low back, all the way up, and then push down into the feet. Hands down flat beside you. Hands facing down, push down into the feet, and then feel the hips just float up. So that's the exhale to lift, inhale at the top, and exhale to move back down, rolling slowly down. And inhale at the bottom. So you're moving on the exhale, up and down, and then you're resting on the inhale. Exhale, push. So it's as much about this pushing down into the back that's given the opposite reaction. Just floating up. As my knees are coming out to the side, so just keep the knees close in, keep them parallel so the legs are straight, not like this. Down. You're just going to come up and stay here, or to keep moving if you prefer, or just rest. You've always got options. I'm going to take the arms up overhead. So your arms will be straight out. I'm going to carry. Pushing down into the back of the neck. Now carry. Just feel that stretch on the neck and shoulders. And then with the arms overhead, the arms can be bent like mine. I just don't have the room to straighten them out here. Just turn the head from side to side. Come here, Harry. Hey. Side to side, just stretching the neck. And back to the centre. And then keeping the head centre. Just roll down. Keeping the arms overhead. Roll down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. See if you can get the spine to touch down and let the arms come down further down to the side if they need to, but have them resting. Just flat and clamp down and resting. Nice and relaxed, and just feel that nice stretch right up in the upper body, right up in the shoulders, the chest, the arm. But stay here and just breathe into the chest, the upper chest, the collarbones, the shoulders. Just stay here, keep breathing. Harry. And then when you're ready, just gently sweep the arms down the sides. And just release. Release the legs, release the shoulders, release whatever needs to be released. And then roll over onto the side and push yourself up. Back up. Just seated cross-legged position. Let's see what else I need to do. Okay, so Harry. Right, now you can move along a wee bit. We're going to do some more work on the back body. So You're going to be lifting up the upper back body, lifting up the lower back body, so a bit of a cobra locust type thing. Move. So this isn't pushing with the hands, it's using the muscles in the back to lift up. Okay, you need to move. Move. Come on, Harry, move. Okay. So let's start off. Just taking the hands down about shoulder. Right, I'm going to turn my head so that I can speak to you, but your head is down, so it'll be okay. Yeah. And then just take the weight onto the top of the foot and lift the knee and feel the thighs engaged. So my knee's lifted. You can just see that beyond Harry's head. So what we're going to do is inhale in position. We're going to exhale, pull the belly button right back into the spine. So you feel that deep core switching on. And as you exhale and pull in, you're going to lengthen the legs down away from you in that direction. And then lift them at the same time. So that's your exhale. Exhale. Keep pulling the belly button in, and then as you inhale, lift the upper body. So I'm not pushing with my hands, I'm just lifting, using my back strength. You can use the hands to pull back to give the illusion of length in the spine. Keep the neck neutral. And then exhale, come back down slowly. And then just rest here and inhale. So that's a full 2 rounds of breath and really 4 movements. I'll go through that again. So as you exhale, pull the belly in towards the spine and lengthen down through the legs and lift the legs. That's your exhale. And now your inhale, lifting the spine, upper back. Keep lifting the legs. Exhale both. Come back down. And inhale in position. So keep moving here. Exhale, pull. Lengthen and lift. And as you're lifting the upper part of the torso, start lifting from as low down as you can. Just lift from the bottom of the spine, lift up, and come back down. Exhale down, inhale to rest at the bottom. Let's do 2 more. Do 2 more if you can, or just rest. Good. And then if you want to, you can carry on moving, you can rest, or you can hold the position. If you're holding the position, please don't hold your breath. But as you rest, with every inhale, keep lifting the upper body. With every exhale, keep pulling the belly button in towards the spine and lifting the legs. And come down and rest. And just come onto the toes and just give your legs a little shake side to side. You can take your arms up overhead into this crocodile pose and just rest on your tummy, on your chest, on the tops of the feet. Stay here, belly breathing. So just stay here and belly breathe into your belly. Giving it a good old massage. Massaging all the internal organs, helping the digestion, that digestive fire, that's something that we need, not just for the current situation in our immune system. So we're going through this new moon in Scorpio. It's about what seeds are we planting, and every thought, every negative reaction that we have, that's a seed that you're planting. So you want to stay centered. Fire up your navel, digestive fire. So stay nice and centered. Okay. So once you're rested, just come up I'm just going to come up onto the hands beside the shoulders, lift up and stretch back. So I want to stretch the back of the body now. Roll the shoulders open, place of the elbow facing up, and really stretch through the spine. Sink the hips down, push down into the hands, roll the shoulders open. Lengthening through the spine and then come down onto the tops of the feet if you can, and just sink down and round the back. Put the hands back, release the shoulders, come up. I'm going to come up slowly to standing, slowly. So start off just curling onto the toes. Let's just warm up. Activate the root chakra, activate the feet, activate the ankles. Just stimulate the nerve endings and the soles of the feet. You can sink back, stretch the calves, come forward, stretch the toes, move around. So often people that have bad knees, it's usually in fact, always has been in my experience, it's been to do with the strength in the ankles and all the support around the lower legs. So let's just open that up. Connecting with the root chakra, and that's the concept of letting go. And then push down into the feet, get the feet flat, move around, get the weight even. Experiment with that weight distribution, relax the neck, hang the head down. Release the shoulders. And then just start taking the weight on one foot more than the other, and then the other. So I'm just shifting the weight, pushing down, keeping the feet flat. So there's contact with all points of the feet at all times. And just shifting the weight. So as you shift onto your right leg, it will straighten up a bit, but not lock out completely. And then this left leg will just soften, and then you'll get that stretch, feel the energy moving through the thigh muscle, through the calf muscle, and push down evenly into all points on the sole of the right foot, stretching up the back leg and the back of the right leg, and then switching over, push down. And just let the torso flop down, push down into both feet. And then bend the knees. And then rest on the knees. Take a breath here. Relax the neck. Observe the neck just relaxing down. And take the hands onto the knees and push the arms straight. Take another breath here. And then slowly curling up, one vertebrae at a time, all the way up. And it's just, okay. Change the angle. So we'll do a little warrior pose. Yeah, so just again, staying strong. And I'm going to show you a peaceful warrior as well. So a true warrior can just be strong within themselves. So they don't need to, it's not all about attacking and being the aggressor. It's about that, keeping the peace. Truly, that's the job of the warrior, is to keep the peace. We're going to do warrior 1 first. So just take the left foot out slightly to the side, maybe almost 90 degrees actually, and then the right leg, stretch it forward. And then make sure that the hips are facing the front. So you don't want your feet to be in line, one in front of the other. You need to have a bit of space. So it's a natural kind of step forward. That's it. Yeah, make sure your hips, facing the front. And then bend the knee, right knee, and keep the hips facing the front. Just going to do something just to keep a neutral spine. So one of the things that I see in myself as well is that hyperextension in the lumbar curve. And we really want to get that kind of more as straight as we can. Okay, so let's take this off, but you can probably see better actually what I'm talking about. So from here, take the arms and draw the arms back and feel the core switch on and feel this neutralizing. Inhale, push down into the legs, neutralize, and then exhale to lift and bend the front knee and sink into your warrior. Inhale, come back a bit. Focus on this part of the body, get nice and aligned. And then exhale, dig a bit deeper. Sink down if you want to into your knee, lengthening up. So the shoulders are nice and relaxed. Moving with the natural breath. Exhale, lift. And then from here you can hold the position, you can keep moving or you can rest. And you might be able to evolve this into a bit of a back bend. Keep pushing down into this leg to keep that hip coming forward. Make sure the back bend isn't coming from the shoulders, it's pushing from here. So the shoulders are light. And come back up. And just fold forward. And release the legs. Shake out. Do whatever you need to do in between. And we'll do this on the other side, and I'll face you this time. So this time we're taking the left leg forward, turning the right leg out. So this right leg can be as far out to the side, turned out as much as you need to, certainly not more than 90 degrees, maximum 90 degrees, maybe a bit less. And the other leg doesn't have to be that far forward. It's all about keeping the hips facing the front, yeah? So the reason you're turning this back foot out is because when you bend the knee, depending on what your bone structure is in the back knee, you don't have the space to come all the way down. So you need to turn the foot to the side to give it that space. That's really it. And then comes down. Okay. So from here, hips facing the front, bend the knee, push down into this back leg to drag that hip forward. Feel the core switching on. Inhale, go back. Feel the neutralizing in the low back. Exhale, straighten up and bend the knee. Nice and strong. Again, moving with the natural breath. One more, and then you can rest, you can keep moving, or you can hold. Nice and relaxed around the shoulders. Back bend is optional. Hi, back bend is optional too. So back bend is optional, and you can have your head back, or you can have it facing the front. Harry! And when you're ready, just come out, come back, you can fold forward, shake it. I've applied for Harry to go on the dog's behaving very badly, just so you know. So I don't know if he'll get on or not, but yeah, maybe the videos will improve if he gets on that. Or maybe they'll just be dead boring. I don't know. Just shake out, everybody. Shake out. Release your spine. Let's do maybe a little Dara's twist. We're taking the feet about shoulder width, hips keep facing the front and knees are bent, and then just sink back onto the heels and release the spine. Just make sure you keep going until you've released any tension. This is zero resistance in the spine. And just gently coming back, shaking out the shoulders, swinging the arms back and forward, shake out. Time. Loads of time left. Let's do a little balance pose. I'm going to leave my jumper. It's freezing in here. Sorry, Harry, I'll give you a blanket. I'll swap you for a blanket. There you go. Swap you for a blanket. He's not happy. Not happy, are you? So we're going to do a little Krishna pose. Okay, so just take the weight onto the right foot, spread the toes, pull the heels back, and step onto that foot with the knee unlocked. So maybe a micro bend in the knee. Take the left leg and just cross it over, resting on the ball of the foot and pushing the left hip down and the knee back. So you're really stretching all around here. Quite nice opening sensation, pushing down into the foot, pushing down into the ball of the foot. And if you feel stable, you can lift the arms. And if you still feel stable, you can take the gaze up to the hands. And bring the arms back down. Shake out. Release. Release. And then swap sides. And then onto the left foot, spread the toes if you can. Feet as big as you can. Keep the knee soft. Right leg across to the side. Resting on the ball of the foot. Knee out to the side. And then hip down towards. You can see the difference to the hips as I push the right hip down. Keep that down. And then lift. And lift the gaze. Take a few breaths here. So my hands are just like that, they're just relaxed. That's the top of the video. You can't gaze up without wobbling, you can just gaze steadily ahead. And then just come down slowly. Shake out the legs. Shake out. And then do our peaceful warrior. Okay. Let's start off with a reverse prayer this way. So it's like this. Yeah, so we're just opening out, hands together like this. And just opening out across the chest. Stretch. Sternum. Keep pushing down. Connect with the soles of the feet and the weight distribution on the feet. Push down. Connect. Inhale, lengthen. Just come back and swing the arms. Palms facing each other, swing the arms. And shrug the shoulders. I'm going to change the angle actually. I think I want you to be able to see a bit more. Something up there. Maybe this warrior. So just step to the left side of the mat and take the right leg out. About right angle, so you can't really see my foot now, that's great. But basically what I want you to see is my knee. So if I have my feet at right angles and then I have my hips facing the front, this knee is going to bend because I don't have 90-degree rotation in my hips, and not many people do. So I'm going to want to either probably, in fact, I'm going to turn my foot in. Yeah, so that the hips are facing the front and the foot's turned in a bit. So can you see what we're going to move? So my foot is turning from there to there. That's not an exact science. That's based on your bone structure. Yeah, so just however far you need to go to get your hips facing the front and no bend in the knee in that direction. Yeah, and then bend. And your right knee bends. So you're all facing this long edge of the mat. And then you can take the arms out and then turn the arms over, lengthen, and then turn them back again. And then you can gaze across the right arm if you want, or you can just gaze purposefully. Push down vertically into the feet. Feel that inner peaceful warrior. So the moon in Scorpio is going to want to retaliate, but you're a warrior. You don't retaliate to such trivial. You don't need to. And then just bend, lifting the left hip up. Bring this arm up and over behind, if you can, over behind the head. If not, maybe just on top of the head and feel a nice stretch around the shoulder. And then from here, come back up and straighten this leg. And then take the arm down just wherever it wants to be. And this arm comes behind. So my arm, I'll just turn so you can see what I'm doing. Arms just kind of resting. Nice and relaxed. Keep the shoulder down away from the ear. And just feel that stretch right up. Peaceful warrior. And then you can take the arm up if you want. Push down vertically into both feet and feel the lightness in the torso. This is where the lightness all around the hips and all around the torso comes from. When you're pushing down into the feet and all the shear, all the weight, all the gravity, it's down in the legs and all the lightness and ease is everywhere else. And you can feel that space. And then just come back. Just move around. Stretch around and whatever we need to do, just to release. So I'm going to demonstrate the other side in this orientation. So coming over to the right side of the mat and taking the left leg out. And then just, so one way of doing this is if you force gently the hips to face the front, and then if you just lift them to the heel, your foot will spring into the position that it needs to be in. Okay, so from here, lifting that hip, see me lifting that left hip. Well, that's my right hip. And bend the knee. And then just come in. Keep everything all in a straight line. And the arm up behind or onto the head. But feel a nice stretch around here. Deep breaths, push down into the outside edge of that right foot. Really lengthening. And straighten this leg. Put down there. So up and behind. Another feel the stretch up here. Make sure you're not holding the body in this orientation. This is really all front of me. If you were bending forward that way, that would be a different thing. So take the arm up, nice and straight, nice and strong. Peaceful warrior. Just walk away. Keep the peace. And just release. Take whatever movement you need. Just down. So you might want to do some various twists. As we've done before, keeping the knees facing the front, hips facing the front. Hand forward. Make sure that you stretch out the back, release. Real to keeping it. You know what we need to do. Because we are now coming down So make sure you've done all the movements that you want. Anything else you want to do, any other movements that you feel you need, just go for it. Make sure your body's completely happy. And release. I'm going to release bubble back a bit more here. Just come around side to side. Just do what you need to do. If it's lying on the floor, that's fine. I'm going to come down to cross-legged. Yeah, come down to cross-legged. Right. So you might need some layers on. Cushions, pillows, whatever you need, blankets. Get yourself set up so that you're comfortable in your seated position. You could be on a chair. Don't need to be cross-legged, but it is preferable if you can. Again, coming to keep you warm. It's coming to keep you warm. Because that's his job. Probably. Up in Lhasa. Hey, Lhasa. Is that where you want to go? To your spiritual home? Oh, will you keep me warm here? You're such a loyal boy. Let's open the hips first. So just come forward and down. If you are cross-legged, if not, then that's fine. Just make sure that you. Oh, we're going to do a little bit of an alternate nostril breath. Visualization. So just take a few breaths to let your breathing settle into its natural state. Just take 5 deep breaths. You can count your breaths if you want. Inhale, you get to it, and exhale, not striving for anything. So, finding natural breath. Pushing all the way down into the pelvic floor, all the way down. Spiraling every direction, moving back into the sleep, down into the pelvic floor. And we'll start with the Nadi Shodhana. So just taking the right hand using the thumb to block the right nostril and the ring finger to block the left nostril. And you put the first and second finger between your eyebrows and just let your arm rest. So it's none of this kind of thing. It's just a simple movement in the hands, sliding one nostril up as you want to breathe in through that nostril, and then locking the other. So it's more of a up and down movement. Okay. And we start with an inhale on the left side, and after every inhale we switch sides. So we switch the blocking of the nostril. So we exhale, inhale right, and we exhale, inhale. Inhale. Exhale, fingers in position. And block the right nostril and inhale right. Switch nostril, exhale, inhale right. Switch nostril. And if you want, you can constrict the back of the throat ever so slightly. Very good, very good. Gentle, gentle. And finish. The next time you exhale from your left nostril. Chin down, feet round. Give your breath, just roll your shoulders. If you need to move your legs, give them a wee shake out. Yeah, that's right. Anything at all. And then come back and do this little visualization. And this is really just, if somebody's annoying you and you're trying not to have negative thoughts. So one of the, if you want to call it the code of ethics, I don't know if that's the right one, but in yoga, one of the foundation, the biggest thing is the yamas and then big yamas. One of these is non-violence, and that sounds easy because nobody's just going to go up. The average person doesn't have to have a lot of restraint to not, physically hit somebody. But it's not every angry thought that you have. It's about refraining from any kind of angry thought, and any negative thought of any kind of hurt or hatred towards yourself as well. So any of that chatter in your own head about how rubbish you are, that's all part, that's reaching the Ahimsa rule. Ahimsa, yeah. So this one just came to me. I was a Buddhist event, and I was just in some sort of meditative state, and I just had this vision. So this is what happened, and I want you to just follow along with what I was kind of presented to me from my own unconscious. So get comfortable, close your eyes, or just soften the eyelids and gaze to the tip of the nose. And just take note of how you breathe in, without judging, without striving. Accept your breathing. Observe your breathing. And then think of a situation that's making you angry, that's breaching the Ahimsa rule, that's making you feel annoyed, irritable, vengeful in any way, anything other than love, loving kindness. Think of that situation and allow yourself to be annoyed, allow yourself to be angry at that person, that situation. And if it's a person, just see a picture of that person in front of you. If it's a person, if you think it's something, an object that symbolizes the situation, the institution, the organization, whatever it is, get something in front of you in your mind's eye that represents that, symbolizes that entity you're reacting to. And then visualize, what was visualized to me was a sleeping bag. You might want it to be like a blanket or something, some kind of cover, a nice cozy covering. I'm just going to call it a blanket, but this is the blanket of love and protection. So it's love and protection for the object of that, and I'm going to call it hatred or anger. Whatever it is that you're feeling irritable or angry towards, we're going to just cover that up with love and protection, using this blanket, this symbolic blanket. And as you do that, you are also separating yourself from the situation, from how you feel about the situation, from that angry reaction, and you're covering yourself with love and protection. You can do it slowly. The way it was given to me was slowly from the feet up. Just slowly cover this person, this situation with love and protection. You want this out of your life, but no harm, no ill feeling. Just covering up with love and protection. still there in the light. You're not covering yourself up. Allowing yourself to stay free and wherever you are. Object. Negative thinking, reaction, angry, bitter, spiteful, hurtful reaction is being taken away and removed from the situation. Just observe how you're feeling. It's danger to yourself. Danger about how you might feel. Thoughts that you might allow yourself to have. The physical sensations check in with you. We're all just on this path, struggling, striving, we're all here to do different things. And some people are here to wind you up. Some people are just here from the universe to push your buttons, to make you work on your own reactions, on your own issues, on your own problems, the things that you need to control. So we're just really helpful accessories from the universe for your joy. And to pick you up in blanket, protection, love, and separation. And I want to move in love. And gently just let go. Love to the object, the person, his or her blanket, love and protection. Wave by wave. And start to move, wiggle the fingers, the shoulders. Any other last movements you want to take, just start moving slowly, gently, and then get yourself into relaxation. I'm going to leave you in relaxation. That is now 4 minutes to 11. So you know that you can put your legs up the wall if you're at home. Just put the feet up on a sofa or a bed, whatever. Or you can have your legs straight down to the corners of the mat and roll the legs open. And take the arms about the same angle. Out at the sides, palms facing up. And if you've got low back issues, you can put a cushion or something under your knees, or you can just take your knees up and take the feet to the outside edge of the mat and drop the knees in towards each other so that you're not holding any tension in the groin area. So just release all that tension. Don't think back. So any other relaxation position that you want to take is fine. Just stay here. And we continue doing that thought, that feeling of loving kindness and letting go of any hurtful, revengeful thoughts and staying connected to the physical body and the nurturing. Everything that was great. You know, maybe here in your relaxation, you stay as long as you want, as long as you can. Please just enjoy that time with yourself. Staying connected with the breath, your body. And anytime thoughts come in, remember that blanket of protection. Just allow, acknowledge, recognize, and then forget the thoughts that come in and connect back with the body, back with the brain. Thank you very much for joining in. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye. And I'll say sorry for barking.